So, alright everyone, welcome to the stream and welcome to a very short video. For just a couple minutes here, I would like to discuss with all of you the issue of audio output for the PlayStation 5, okay? This is something that I've been discussing at length since the PlayStation 5 launched because I'm a live streamer and I need to capture audio of the PlayStation 5 when I do a live stream so that you guys can hear it. Duh, whether you're watching on stream right now live or you're watching this on YouTube, you'll want audio of the console. Sony, sadly, took a giant step back with the PlayStation 5 when it came to audio. I know that sounds weird because everyone was hearing, oh, Sony's talking huge about how there's a new 3D audio technology in the PlayStation 5, and any old headset, it doesn't even have to be a surround sound headset, could simply just be plugged directly into the audio jack, the 3.5 millimeter audio jack, and you get amazing 3D surround sound, groundbreaking, blow your socks off, right? Well, to some extent, that is true. But Sony, sadly, much like it seems this happens every console launch, every console generation, kind of missed a few things. For example, if you're someone who actually needs to take content off of your console and create videos with it, live stream it, the PlayStation 5 took a step back from the PlayStation 4 because the PS5 does not have the capability to do two audio out sources. When I used to use my PlayStation 4, I would have my headphones, my surround sound headphones, I don't have them here in front of me, it was the Astro A50s, hooked up to a little audio receiver that comes with that system, or that set of headphones, and you would plug that into your PlayStation 4. Now you would go into the optical audio out jack, and via that you'd get Dolby Digital surround sound, so you'd get surround sound in your headphones. But the PlayStation 4 had the capability to also do a second line of audio, only stereo, not surround sound, through the HDMI port, which is the video port, into your computer so you could get audio for your stream. Okay, it was really cool. Getting the two audio sources was incredibly useful for streamers and people who captured. And in fact, they did it on PlayStation 3 as well. So this wasn't something new for PS4. This was something that Sony had already been doing for the PS3 and then PS4 eras. Okay, so that sounds great. Why? It's going to work for the same for PS5, right? No, for some reason Sony has skimped and decided to not allow dual audio out anymore. Because what I would love to do right now is take my brand new Pulse 3D headset for the Sony consoles, works for all the consoles, particularly it's streamlined for the PS5, and I would love to just take this jack right here, plug it directly into my controller right here, get 3D audio, but still I want you guys to be able to hear on the stream. Sadly, what happens is, if I plug this headphone into this controller, here's what happens. Yep. Silence. It kills the audio feed from the HDMI port, and now the only way you'll get audio is by actually putting your ears up to these ear cups. That's it. There's no other way to do it. Sadly, this is how Sony built the PlayStation 5. Okay? Now, for the common person, not a big deal. But for anyone who wants to stream or capture, it's definitely a big deal. Anyone who's a content creator, okay? And just like this, I unplug it, and the audio comes back. See that? Defaults back to the HDMI port. So, I have been trying to figure out a workaround, okay? My current workaround is as follows. What I'm doing is I have my receiver, my audio receiver, from my old headset, which was the Astro A40 headset. That's the headset I used to use with my PlayStation 4 and my Xbox One. I have that audio receiver unit right here, okay? I'll lift it up for you to show you. I don't exactly know the name of it. It's the one that came with it, but I'm sure you could probably buy this separately on the internet. All right, there it is. Okay. How am I doing this to make it work with PlayStation 5? Because PlayStation 5 does not have optical audio out. The USB cord is plugged into my PlayStation 4. Yes, I'm having this being powered by a different console currently. Okay. Then I do have the optical audio input, but what is that coming from? It's coming from my television. All right. So I have my TV doing optical audio out as a pass-through. because the way that my setup works is my PS5 has HDMI out. That goes to an HDMI splitter. One cable goes to my TV. One cable goes to my capture setup. So, technically, my TV is getting an audio signal from the PlayStation 5 because I split the HDMI. And therefore, with this pass-through, my television has a optical audio jack, and that's what I'm plugging this receiver into. Okay? So, the good news is, I am getting actual audio, nice quality audio, by the way, with the 3D Pulse headset. It's just not the 3D audio that Sony said you would get when you played on your PlayStation 5. They thought you'd be plugging it into your controller. You can't do that if you want to get audio for the stream. Okay? So, I am getting good audio, but I'm doing this really bizarre bypass. Having this unit plugged into a different console so it's not detected on the PS5, and having an audio pass-through from my television is allowing me to get pretty good quality audio. Not 3D, but pretty damn good quality. It's basically stereo plus. It's stereo, and then it's trying to decode a little bit of surround sound. It's not great, but it's also not terrible, okay? I wanted to see if I could find a workaround for this. So what did I do? I started looking all over the internet for solutions. One of the solutions that people came up with was, why don't you split the audio coming out of your 3.5mm jack on your DualSense controller into two feeds. One feed going to your headset, so you get 3D audio for yourself, and the other feed going to PC. So now that audio is going to your PC because it was split. You can now feed that into your capture software, and now everyone's happy. You get 3D audio, but the streamer watchers or YouTube viewers will actually get audio on the stream as well. Okay? So, I tried it. Okay, I gave it a shot. I bought a splitter cable. This splitter cable apparently was originally designed for the Elgato capture device, I guess. I don't know. I never really used the Elgato. I used it many years ago, but it's been a long time. Bought it, tried it, and let me put it this way. It works. Okay, it's $10 on Amazon. It's a $10 cable, 3.5mm audio splitter cable, where you can have, this headset plugs directly into their one, and then it has a cable that comes out of it that you can put right into the 3.5mm jack on your PC, or if you have an adapter, I actually have a USB adapter for my PC that allows you to take any 3.5mm audio source and boop, and a USB, and then now you got an audio source on your PC. Okay? It worked. Problem being, the quality was dramatically reduced. Okay? So I'm listening right now. I go over to the Spider-Man Miles Morales theme over here, and you hear it. Right? Deep bass, right? You can hear deep bass in the theme. You can hear all these nice, horns and things accompanying all the orchestral soundtrack. It sounds great. Sounds really good. When you use the splitter, you could still kind of hear the bass, but everything else is completely washed out and sounds like shit. It sounds like it's like in a tin can. It sounds like very low and just not good at all. Now, I was trying to figure out why, and actually I believe it was Hobo X on my stream earlier said, well, it could be one of two things. It could be that because you are taking an audio feed and you're splitting it like that, you're essentially splitting the strength of the audio feed by half. So because of that, it's half as good. It sounds shitty, right? Very well could be. That could be the reason. So the solution to that would be to try to find a way to split the audio coming out of this controller via some kind of a powered method. Maybe there's a way, maybe someone sells a powered device that will actually split 3.5mm audio, and therefore it would stop signal degradation. I don't know. I haven't looked for that yet on Amazon. The other thing could simply be Sony doesn't want you doing that. And so they just made it that if they detect some kind of an audio splitter, that it just sounds like shit. I mean, it could be. Who knows what proprietary technology they're using in the DualSense controller. We don't know. It's brand new. No one's really messed around with this enough to figure this out yet. Okay? So, if you're looking for an easy solution, if you're a streamer, a content creator like me, and you're looking for a quick or easy solution to get audio to your stream while still getting good quality audio in your headphones, right now there is really no solution. The other setup that I've heard, outside of the way that I'm doing it, the other setup that I've heard some people have done is they're hooking their headphones directly into their PC. So for example, instead of hooking this into this receiver unit that I have it in now, I would unplug it from there and just plug it into like, my headphone jack or my speaker jack in my PC. So I would hear it that way. I would basically hear audio pass through. All the audio coming from the PS5 passes through my capture device, and you'd be listening in to basically what you're hearing in your capture device. I get the feeling a lot of streamers are doing that. But again, if you're doing that, you're not getting 3D audio. You're just getting stereo audio, maybe a little bit of a surround sound effect depending on what decoders you're using or whatever. But you're not getting true 3D audio at all. So, right now, at the launch of the PlayStation 5, it actually seems like if you're a streamer or someone who uses, you need to capture video, there's no solution right now. You cannot listen to the gameplay through headphones while actually capturing, unless you have a lower quality audio. You cannot actually get the 3D audio that you paid for with your PlayStation 5 until Sony finds a workaround. You want to know what the workaround is? It's very simple. You plug in your headset to here, you get 3D audio, but then there's an option in the settings that says dual audio out. I also want a lower quality stereo sound to come out through the HDMI port into the capture setup, and that way the people who are watching the stream or the YouTube video get stereo, and you hear the 3D audio. This is always how I did it on PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4. Why Sony took this out of PlayStation 5? Maybe they were skimping. Maybe they were trying to cut down on cost. I don't know, but I know it was a major thing I used all the time, and now it's not there anymore. It's very disappointing. So I'm happy with at least the quality of audio that I've been getting. Plugging my Pulse 3D headset into this receiver unit from the Astro A40s, I'm still kind of getting surround sound. It's definitely not true surround sound. It's not true Dolby. What it is the receiver unit is trying to decode some surround sound by itself on the fly. So it does an okay job. I'm playing Call of Duty, and yeah, I can kind of hear guys coming from over here, and I'll turn and shoot them. But it's not as good as it was on PlayStation 4. It's just not. I actually am getting worse quality audio now than I did on PlayStation 4, even though I bought the new system. And it doesn't seem like there's any solution in sight right now. So that's my 2 cents. I mean, it's only been like 2 days after the launch of PlayStation 5. So it is what it is. But I just want to make a little video about this. I have certain viewers like Super Blind Man, who is a content creator in his own right. He's well known by Sony as an accessibility consultant. And he's looking for a solution because he wants 3D audio. Think about this. If you're blind, how amazing would it be to have 3D audio technology? Now, not only can you hear, but you can hear all around you, everywhere everything is. It could make games that you never, ever were able to play before accessible. But he can't use the 3D audio because if he streams, he can't use it. He'll get no audio on the stream. This is a giant oversight by Sony. Okay? So I hope that they do fix this later on with some kind of a patch or an update. For now, the workaround is the only way I can do it, and I don't know if anyone else has any better suggestions. Maybe someone has tried a powered audio splitter for 3.5 millimeter audio jack and see if that will work and not give you way degraded sound. I'm personally not going to start throwing money at Amazon or anywhere else just to buy random equipment and see if it works. I'm just going to kind of go with what I've got for now, but I just wanted to share this experience with everyone. I don't feel like I should really bother talking about it anymore until I get any kind of a solution. But that's my experience this weekend. 3 days now I've been trying to get this working, and there just does not seem to be a quick or viable solution for it. So, all right, guys, hopefully that helps out some people. All right. In the meantime, keep on gaming and do your best. What can you do, right? We're all kind of dealing with this new console generation together and trying to work through the kinks, and this is one of the major ones in my opinion. So, okay, awesome.